So these little guys came in the mail a little earlier than expected. They weren't supposed to come until tomorrow, but hey, do what you gotta do. Now, the tank that they're in right now used to be my neon yellow tank, and these are Jade green Neocaridina Davidi, and they're very pretty. But because I was gonna take today to clean up the tank a little more, I suppose I could have left them in the bag for another day, but really didn't want to. I was really eager to get them in their tank and get acclimated. Now, they've been drip acclimating for a few hours now, and they're skadoodling. Although I wonder if it was a great idea to keep the dark substrate. Don't know if that's going to just make these little guys impossible to see. Now, I know you can see them clearly on the camera because I'm viewing stuff on the camera. But in real life, they are a very dark, like, solid hue, which is good. I purposely bought some very high quality ones like this because that's the kind of coloration and hue depth that I like. But, that being said, it's only been a few hours since they've been out of their bag. And when it comes to when buying shrimp online, you won't know their true colors until about a day or two after they've acclimated into their tank. That's just how they are. Remember, they were put inside a bag, inside a box, inside a truck, and then shipped halfway across the country over the course of a few days. They're a bit stressed. That's, totally unexpected. A lot of people seem to think you just pull the shrimp out and say they should look exactly like the pictures. Well, no. You gotta let these guys settle in and not be so stressed out from that gigantic change. They're also adjusting to a new tank, completely different parameters. No tank is really the same as another tank. Each tank is its own little ecosystem. But if we look at some shrimps like this one, it's very dark, and it is a green, but it's very, very dark. We'll have to see how the offspring look. Now, there is one shrimp in here that came buried. The thing about having shrimp that come to you that are already buried is a lot of times you'll just end up losing the eggs anyway. Because the first thing a shrimp wants to do when it gets into a new tank is molt. And when they molt, the eggs on their swimmerettes are going to be stuck on the swimmerettes, which are going to consequently be stuck on the exoskeleton. And unless you tumble the eggs manually, they usually don't end up coming to fruition. You might get lucky if the eggs are right at the end stage of development, but a lot of times that just isn't the case. Still, thought I'd make a video on these guys, because the weird thing is, a lot of people seem to really like Jade Green, and I really actually don't know why, because if you really think about it, aren't these shrimp just going to blend in with their surroundings? I mean, most plants are green. You could get some red root floaters. I mean, there are some red plants out there, and I actually plan on getting some red plants for this tank, just so that they can contrast against something, And even if it's a fake plant, you got to have something, right? Now, like I was saying, this tank, I was supposed to have an extra day to really clean it, get it ready, because I've got some mineral deposits still on the back of the glass. I was spraying it down with some RO water, then using my squeegee to clean it out, and I was taking my time getting the substrate a little nicer, cleaning off the filter of some excess algae, etc. Unfortunately, well, no, I mean, it's not unfortunate the shrimp came a day early. That's a good thing. But it kind of flew in the face of the plans that I had. I thought, hey, it'll take 3 days, and I'll have this day to do some prettying up of the tank. But so yeah, that's why the tank looks a little messy. I think that is the mama shrimp. Ooh, she a pretty girl. These are some good shrimp, I will give them that. Like, some of these greens are absolutely gorgeous. Yep, there's the eggs. So, some of the eggs are falling off of her swimmerettes. She's trying to keep them on there. She's probably not a first-time mama shrimp. So sometimes first-time mama shrimps lose their eggs, and that's just because they have to learn how to really fan them without dropping them, and you know, it's a skill they have to acquire. But yeah, so I'm gonna do some more cleaning. Getting to the back side of this tank's a pain in the butt, and then the sides are their own sort of issue. That being said, I've got solutions. I got a bigger squeegee I can use that'll... Actually, yeah, I got a bigger squeegee I can use. That'll make cleaning this up a lot easier. And then, as far as, you know, just letting them skedoodle, you know, just letting them do their thing.